Hey everybody, I don't know if you're like me, but you get excited when you get a new piece of equipment. So today I got a new Profax WP 250 light duty positioner. Now I got it off the pallet and everything and got it onto this mobile cart, got it plugged in and powered up, and now I'm going to start the setup process. Okay, so again, I got the positioner off the pallet and onto the mobile cart. Now, first question is what comes with the positioner? So obviously it comes with an operations guide. There's some setup information in here and obviously some warnings in that on how to load the machine and obviously how to operate it. It also comes with a remote foot control. So again, on the panel you can set it up to use the speed control on the panel or the handy foot control that you see here. All right, and again, it's 100% metal foot control, so it's not a cheap plastic one, and it just plugs into the face of the machine with a two-prong circular connector. Now, it does not come with a chuck, so you can see the faceplate here is bare. Now, over on the workbench, I have what we call a gripper chuck. So there's two different style chucks available for the WP 250 style machines. There's the gripper style, which has some handles on it to tighten the part onto the workpiece, and there's a traditional 3-chuck that you would find in a common machine shop. So Profax offers both style chucks. The gripper chucks are the least expensive. All right, so I've got the gripper chuck out of the box, and I went ahead and mounted the side handles on it. And to do that, you need a 5mm wrench, and it comes with 3 bolts to mount the chuck to the faceplate. To do that, you'll need a 17mm socket wrench, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, so the chuck's on the machine. And again, this is a gripper chuck, so it has handles on each side that you can grip and tighten. I mounted a 5-inch piece of steel tubing in here, and this would be a good example of an external mount and what you would use a positioner for. So this is actually one of our customers that makes motorcycle oil tanks or oil bags. This is the primary portion of the tank, and this is the end cap. So this would get cleaned up and tack welded, and then the operator can just rotate the part and weld. All right, so why would you need a positioner? It's a good question. It improved productivity and throughput through the shop. It's a way to kind of bridge the gap between manual and automated welding. This would be considered a semi-automated welding equipment. It's a relatively low investment for the amount of productivity that you can gain. Okay, so the Profax WP 250 is what we would consider a light duty positioner. We'll talk about the specifications in a minute. There's much smaller units available. A lot of them are used in aerospace applications. And typically the way I look at it is just like with a machine tool, like a lathe. You can do little jobs on a big lathe, but you can't do big jobs on a little lathe. So although those small positioners are cute, they won't accommodate majority of jobs that come through the shop door. So that's why I think it's important to step up to something like this Profax WP 250. For the money and the size, it's a really good investment. And if you put it on a mobile cart like this, you can roll it away when you're not using it, okay? When you do need it, you can roll it right to the workbench and get right after it, okay? So let's talk about the specifications. The table diameter is 13 3/4 inches. That's the outside diameter, and that's 34.9 centimeters. The rotation speed is 0 to 5.5 RPMs. That's revolutions per minute. It's a manual tilt adjustment. There's a handle on the side of the table here, a crank handle and a lock. Simply disengage the lock, crank the handle into position, and then lock it. The angle is from 0 to 90 degrees. The weight capacity, the horizontal weight capacity is 440 pounds. It's 199 kilograms. The vertical weight capacity is 250 pounds. It's 113 kilograms. So the estimated shipping weight on this unit is about 115 pounds. 52 kilograms. And as shown here, it's a 110 volt US model. We also have available, the WP 250-2, which is the Euro model, and it has the European voltage option available. Okay, so let's talk about the durability of the Profax WP 250 positioner. It's a light duty unit, but it's got heavy duty construction. So you can see it's got a thick 1/4 plate frame, a cast iron mounting assembly for the main portion of the motor and drive assembly, high frequency insulated motor. It's grounded and protected. It has the ground brushes that contact the faceplate. There's also a hole in the back of the unit. If you want to do back purging, you can insert your purge line through the back up into your workpiece and provide a secondary shielding gas. Okay, so that's the WP 250 Profax light duty welding positioner.